Hello friends, in this particular video we are going to discuss the topic called as religion. Religion is very important here, and in this particular video we will be discussing anthropological approaches to study of the religion, which are evolutionary, psychological and functional. So these are the three approaches that are important for studying the religion. As far as the chapter religion is concerned, every year we see a question coming from this chapter. Some or the other form we get a question that may be from anything, short notes to long ones. So this chapter is very important, and in this video we will be discussing the first topic, right, which is anthropological approaches to study of religion. As far as evolutionary method is concerned, we will associate a scholar which is E.B. Tylor. E.B. Tylor is the same scholar who gave the definition of culture. For psychological approach, it's Sigmund Freud or Freud. And for functional, there are two scholars that we are going to write. First is Malinowski and second is R. Brown. So we'll be starting now, and we'll try to finish this topic. So anthropological approaches to the study of religion include psychological approach, which was advocated by Sigmund Freud. Then there is functional approach, which is advocated by Malinowski and Brown, and the evolutionary approach, which was given by E.B. Tylor. All these approaches are complementing and supplementing each other, and hence they are holistic. They covers physical aspect, mental aspect and social aspect. So first psychological, second it is evolutionary, third it is functional. So when all the aspects are covering, hence we call it as holistic one. We'll start with evolutionary. The English ethnologist, which is E.B. Tylor. So E.B. Tylor, who is commonly considered as father of modern anthropology, wrote a book. In his book Primitive Culture. In his book Primitive Culture, the thesis that animism is the earliest and the most basic religion form and out of evolved from fetishism. So he says that from fetishism they evolved animism. That is, this particularly fetishism is belief in demon or polytheism, and then finally from this it comes to polytheism, meaning belief in more than one god, and then finally monotheism. Somewhat similar system was advocated, this type of fetishism, animism, then belief in demon, polytheism and monotheism, certain was advocated by Herbert Spencer. So Herbert Spencer advocated certain type of evolutionary method in his Principle of Sociology. Principle of Sociology. So here Herbert Spencer advocated somewhat the evolutionary approach to the study of religion. And second is psychological approach. Psychological approach was given by Sigmund Freud. He says that he started a story, he narrated it in such a way that in the early human being, where they used to live in a group which was dominated by a tyrannical man. So there was a group which was led by a tyrannical man. So he kept all the female reserved for him, and when his male child would come in the age, he would outcast them, or he would just simply ask them to go. So when this would become someone that when this his male child will come to the age, they'll attack this tyrannical man, kill him, and then eat him. This is a story which might have happened according to Sigmund Freud. But after that, they felt enormous grief, guilt, and hence they started a concept of totem. So this is how Sigmund Freud defined it. So he believed that early human being lived in a group and was dominated by a tyrannical man. He kept all women for himself. Freud postulated that sons on maturity were driven out of groups. Later, they got together and killed this man. But then they felt enormous guilt, which they expressed by prohibiting the killing of totem animal. So they considered that this to be a totem animal, and they will not kill that totem animal. But then there used to be a ritualistic cannibalism. Cannibalism, it means that eating of own species, like king cobra can eat other king cobra, human can eat other human. That will call it as cannibalism. So while eating this totem animal was similar to eat their ancestral tyrannical father, right, or father figure. So ritualistic cannibalism was possible, and that was particularly done on that particular day and repeated as a totem meal. So Freud's interpretation of religion is not acceptable by, so this is not acceptable by many scholars. But recent studies have shown that as a child, when he or she grows up, they see their parents as strong, right, and the one who knows everything and can do anything. That is what the image of parents are. But when that person grow up and sees that there are certain limitations, then he tries to find someone who's powerful, and hence they search it in magic, god, demon, or anything, and hence there is a beginning of kind of a religion as an institution where there is always a quest for powerful one, and this is something which is acceptable nowadays. The third theory is more of a rational one, which is functional. As far as functionalism is concerned, there are two phases, which is Malinowski and Brown. Brown keeps society at center, and Malinowski keeps individual at center. So the search for tidy account of genesis of religion in prehistory, that is how it is started. Then thus anthropologists, they become more concerned, right? They become more concerned about the functional aspect. They become more concerned about the functional aspect, that why particularly religion, why is the need of religion, or what is the need of religion. And then they gave up the futile efforts of origin of religion. See, origin is important for understanding the beginning, but as far if we know what is the functional aspect of that particular institution, then there is no need to study the origin. That is what the functionalist said. Functionalist believed that a part function before society continues. So when a part of society functions and it functions well, then society continues. Society continues. So society continues only when the part of the society works fine or functions fine. And religion is one of the part. Religion is one of the part which has to function well. Both Malinowski and Brown, they are functionalist, but the only difference is he focuses on individual and Brown focuses on study. This individual or society, this needs or these aspects are fulfilled by culture, right? And what is culture? We already have done with the definition, that a complex whole of knowledge, art, belief, customs, morals, and all other habits and capabilities which are acquired by man as a member of society. So this is a definition of culture that one has to remember, because anywhere where culture a word appears or there is a possibility of writing culture, we should put a definition, a standard one. Now we will study the approach of Malinowski and A.R.R. Brown's separately. So we'll start with the Malinowski. So he explained the functional aspect of religion with reference to Trobriand Islanders. That religion is intimately connected with various emotional states, which are state of tension, For example, quite a few of the magical and religious practices center on fishing expedition. These are outcomes of state of fear, which is possible disaster on sea given rise to. Similarly, hate, greed, anger, and love may arise due to various situations in man's life. These situations create stress and strain, and if permitted to exist for long time, they create frustration, right? A Trobriand Islander has to go for fishing in the sea. Humans are blessed with so much of emotion, such as hate, greed, anger, laughter, fear, and so on. But if this thing continues for long, it becomes frustration, right? If this thing continues for longer period, it becomes frustration. The religion is used in such situation to purge the human mind of its stress and strain. So here comes the role of religion to free one's mind of hate, greed, anger, laughter, and fear. It is advised to secure mental and physical stability in individual's life. So basically, religion advises, every religion advises to secure mental and physical stability. Mental and physical stability in an individual's life. Individual's life. Now let us discuss about Brown or Brown's functionalism. As we know that for Brown, society is at the core and individual is for society, and individual can only thrive if there is society. So that is what functionalist view of Brown says, and Malinowski says that society or any other institutions are for individual. Ratcliffe Brown, however, takes a different stand. He said that functional aspect of religion is not to purge fear or emotional strain of human mind, but to instill a sense of dependence. So he says that this is not the role of religion, but this is the role of the religion is to instill a sense of dependence on society in him. He says that ultimately the survival of group is more important. He says that survival of group is more important than individual. Survival of group is more important than individual because of social survival, individual survival is possible, right? If society continues, then individual continues. So that is what the Brown's view are. Individuals seek to chart out certain individual course of actions, and adherence to norms and behavior is essential in terms of survival. So fear of supernatural control, punishment, that brings about this adherence. So this thing particularly, that is the fear of adherence, or fear of behavior is important. Supernatural control, fear of supernatural control here is very important, as because of this, or particularly focusing on this reason, that is fear of supernatural control, one behave in family or society in general, and that is how this fear of behaving in society helps in the institution called as religion. So function of religion is to create twofold meeting of dependence on society and thereby attending individuals' concurrence with the social norm. So what religion is doing here is that it is fixing individual with society and making sure that society continues, and hence the individual. It also makes sure that individual adheres to the social norms and behavior. Few points of Malinowski and Brown may seem different, but they shouldn't be taken in that way because they both are complementary in nature. For understanding the topic holistically, one of the method of comparison or comparative analysis is important. And as far as the topic of religion is concerned and the approach of religion is concerned, these three approach of Malinowski and Brown is very important. So we will just write down a type of an answer, that how we will write this particular topic down. The question is on approaches to the religion. So we'll start with the definition of religion, which we haven't discussed yet, and we will write down in this particular session in this particular series we will come with the separate topics, right? So when we'll discuss about a brief about religion, then we'll write. So first we'll write down the definition, then we'll write down the approaches, three approaches, A, B, C, and then which was given by three people. Then we'll start with A, We'll start with B. C, we'll write down the name of book here. There is also a mention of book here. No, there's no book here, there's book here. And here we'll write down the two, that is Malinowski and Brown. And we will briefly write down here, and then we'll conclude that though these methods are separate or different, seems different, but they are complementary in nature for having a holistic perspective. So thank you for watching. In the next video we'll discuss another topic from the same unit. Thank you.